Section 2.5, the point-slope form of the equation of a line. So we've got this table here, which on your notes page you need to fill out the right side. If I skip to the next slide before you have it done, just press pause and finish writing it down. We've seen up till now the first four of these. Standard form we saw when we tried to graph using intercepts. Slope-intercept form, horizontal line and vertical line, we all saw in the previous lesson right before this, where we were trying to graph lines from slope-intercept form. And then today we're going to talk about point-slope form, because that's the easiest way to write the equation of a line given the slope and a point, or 2 points. Alrighty, write the point-slope form and then the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line with slope -2 that passes through the point 3, 4. So slope-intercept form, I'm going to write it up here. You have it written from that table that we just wrote down, right? Is this. And so what's important for point-slope form is that we have a point and we have the slope. Slope is represented with the letter M in math, and then this point 3, 4 we're going to label x1, y1, and that lets us plug all of these things into our formula up there and get point-slope form. So y minus y1, which is 4, equals m, which is -2, times x minus x1, which is 3. This is the first part of our answer because it asks us to write the point-slope form. Now it wants us to write the slope-intercept form. So remember that slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So that means that from what we have to get to y equals mx plus b, we need to get rid of the parentheses and solve for y. So first let's get rid of the parentheses. So I would do y minus 4 equals -2 times x is -2x, and -2 times -3 is +6. Then all I have to do to get y by itself is add 4 to each side, giving us slope-intercept form y equals -2x plus 10. I don't really like the way that looks, so y equals -2x plus 10. Slope-intercept form. Now they can give us, on example 2, 2 points, so x1, y1, x2, y2. They didn't give us the slope, but if we have 2 points, we can use our slope formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and find the slope to start off with. So let's do that. M equals -3 minus a -2. Remember your rules from middle school. We change, or ching, or whatever they used to say, and make those positives. On the bottom, we have 6 minus 3. And so that gives us -3 plus 2 is -1 over 6 minus 3, which is 3. That's what m is in our point-slope formula. Then we need to pick one of the 2 points. And so since I already have this labeled x1, y1, I might as well pick that one to plug in. So y minus y1. So y minus a -2 would make that y plus 2. So it'll save us a step if we write it like that instead. And in the slope formula we could have done that as well. X minus x1, which is 3. Then just like before, this is the first answer, and we need to distribute and solve to find our second answer. Now you may be freaking out because there's a fraction, but -1/3 times x is simply -1/3 x. -1/3 times -3 would be like -3 over 1. The 3's cancel. Negative times negative is a positive 1. If you're not good at fractions, just put it into your calculator and it'll tell you the answer. It's really nice like that. Subtract 2 from both sides, and y equals -1/3 x minus 1. There's the slope-intercept form. Now we want to talk about 2 types of lines. Parallel lines are lines that have the same slope. If you're filling in on your note sheet, you need to fill in the word slope. Examples of that, well, for one thing, parallel lines means lines that never meet. See how these are the same distance apart the whole time here. That's what makes them parallel lines. Examples of this, because they have the same slope, would be like if I have y equals 3x plus 2, 3 is my slope, so a line parallel could be y equals 3x minus 4. The slopes here are the same. Or negative 1/2 and negative 1/2. The slopes are the same. Perpendicular lines, on the other side, have slopes that are opposite reciprocals. And so we need to fill this in on our note sheet. So opposite means that it changes sign. If they give us a positive, we change it to negative, or vice versa. So that'd be like that's supposed to be like a double-ended arrow, because if we have a plus, then we change it to a minus. Reciprocals are where we flip whatever we have. That's what a reciprocal is. So if we start here with this 3 for our slope, it's a positive 3, which makes it switch to a negative over here. And then 3 as a fraction is 3 over 1. If we flip 3 over 1, that's how we get the 1/3 over here. Or if I have negative 1/2, then I would make it positive. I would flip the 1/2 and get 2 over 1, which is just 2. So what they can have us do from this is say, write an equation of the line passing through 2, negative 4, and parallel to the line whose equation is y equals negative 4x plus 3. Well, this point gives us x1, y1 for point slope, but now we need the slope. If it's parallel to this line, then this right here, which is the slope of the line they gave us, these have to be the same. Our slope has to be negative 4. Because the lines are parallel, so they'll have the same slope. So let's plug that in. Y minus y1, so that's y plus 4, equals m, which is negative 4, times x minus 2. So we need to distribute negative 4x plus 8, subtract 4, y equals negative 4x plus 4.